be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.
What's the deal? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. Hope you enjoy the content. And before we get into this video, I'm going to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you are notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all. So I'm back with part 2 of reading and reacting to the DMs. This is by popular demand. Look, y'all went crazy in the comments on part 1, so I had to come back with part 2. All right. Now we'll be doing things a little bit different this time. I have 5 DMs this time, and they're relationship related. So this is the relationship edition. 2 of them are related to Laura and I, and then the other 3 are about other people and their situation, their relationship. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and read that and react to it. And let's just have some fun with it. So before I do, it's only right that I start off with this, y'all. Yesterday, I got restocked. So Good as Can Be is back in stock. In case you missed it on social media or on the community tab, I'm restocked. So I will drop the link below if you would like to order seasonings. Y'all, it took me about 2.5, 3 months to get restocked, and they're going fast. I'm not kidding you. Y'all really seem to love this jalapeno garlic pepper. I sold 100 bottles yesterday. It's been less than 24 hours. So I said that to say that it's moving fast. So if you want it, get it, y'all, so I can send it out to you. All orders will be shipped out by Saturday, by tomorrow, okay? This is a low sodium seasoning company. So if you need some low sodium flavor, I got you covered. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these questions. I'm gonna start off with me and Laura. I'm gonna start off with the ones that are aimed at Laura and I, okay? All right, so the first one is, I thought you weren't sharing your relationship online. You're a liar. Honestly, your subscribers or good people, whatever you call them, shouldn't believe anything you say. Ugh, you disgust me. Don't bother responding. Damn, she mad. She mad. Like, wow, okay. So she called me a liar. Wouldn't call myself a liar. I wouldn't classify myself as a liar because of, at the time, when I was single, I felt like I was in a place where I wasn't going to, and let me say this, I don't think I owe anybody anything. I'm just responding to this message and just putting it out there, honestly. I don't think I owe anybody anything. Let me say that though. So if you aren't aware, I did say that I wasn't going to share my next relationship. I was going to keep things private. But, sometimes we change our mind, and we all have the right to change our mind. And, Laura just came into my life, and I was like, damn, this is so good that I want to share this. And let me give you a little more backstory as well. It's like growing up, being somebody who was a young Black lesbian woman when I was in late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, I never saw a healthy, Black lesbian couple as an example. Honestly, I didn't. It was just a bunch of, we had a lot of negative connotations that were attached to our community, which was that we were promiscuous, running around, we didn't want anything, the relationships were abusive, it was always drama. Like, that was the reputation that the relationships had, and I'm not going to even lie to you. That is how a lot of the relationships were. I'm not saying all of them. I never really saw a healthy one when I was, younger. And to be honest with you, one of the first healthy relationships I ever saw was Steph and Tasha. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a healthy example of people that looked like me very much later in my life. So now that I'm in a healthy relationship, I realize that Laura and I are a part of several different communities. We're women, we're Black, we're queer, we plus size, all of that. So there's just a lot of things that we represent. And I think it's important to see an example of something that's happy, something that's healthy, something that's flourishing, something that is, has a lot of love wrapped in it. So yeah, that's why I decided to change my mind and share the relationship. And even with that, I also recognize too that there's so much of our relationship that's still extremely private. Like, I really realize, like, no matter how many times we get in front of the camera, you can still share without oversharing. And I know people may feel like, well, Rhonda, you share everything. Honestly, I don't. Like, even everything that I have shared with you guys up until this point, maybe I've given you 10% of my life. Maybe. I don't even know if it's that much, honestly, because I've lived so much and done so many things, And even with my relationship with Laura, there's still so much we can share, but then so much we can still hold on to and keep private and keep sacred between us, So just finding that balance, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that I can share this happy, healthy, thriving relationship. All right, that's the answer to that question. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into DM number 2. This one is also aimed at Laura and I. Hey, Rhonda, let me start by saying you are so bomb. I always look forward to your videos. Before I start this message, please know that it's coming from a place of love. I think you and Laura rushed into things. If my memory serves correctly, you were only single for 3 or 4 months before you started dating. All I ask is that you put the brakes on things. Really ask yourself, is this the right decision? Does she make you happy? I mean, you look happy, but who knows? You could be faking for the camera. Y'all have all the time in the world to get to know one another and take things to the next level. Much love to you from South Carolina. Okay, I'll tell you this. I'm not offended by the question. I'm not tripping off of the question at all. I realize that when you put your relationship out there on a public platform, people will feel inclined to say things, you know. People see it as an invitation to give their opinion, honestly. So my response to that is, here's the interesting thing is that, you know, when you guys found out that I was single, that's when you found out I was single. It wasn't like it happened that day. So you don't really know when I started being single, if that makes sense, right? You know, I told you when I was comfortable, but at that point I had been single for a while, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. And I'll tell you is that I did a lot of work on myself. You know, there was a time prior to us officially dating each other where, you know, I had my eye on Laura. You know, I saw her. I thought she was a beautiful woman. I wanted to get to know more about her, but I wasn't going to disrupt her life because I wasn't ready to date. So I really took time and invested in myself, worked on myself very, very hard and aggressively, you know what I'm saying? Like really put in and was very intentional about being a better person and getting past a lot of things that I had never dealt with in my life. So one of the interesting things about Laura and I too is that, you know, well, we dated for about 4 months before we got together. And I'll say over the course of that time is that our 4 months is equivalent to somebody else's probably 8 or 9 months, because we would regularly spend 7 to 8 hours on the phone talking. Now, mind you, I'm talking about uninterrupted conversation, like giving undivided attention, asking all the right questions. And you got to think, talking for 7 to 8 hours, that's equivalent to like 2 or 3 dates. You know what I'm saying? Because most dates don't last 7 to 8 hours. You know, if you're going to dinner, if you're going to do whatever real quick with somebody to get to know them, hang out, we were spending that kind of time every single day with each other on the phone. So I think we made the right choice, you know, and put the brakes on it. Not even close. Like we about to put this in overdrive. Honestly, you know, I know that Laura is the person for me. I know that I made a good decision. You know, I prayed about it, and let me tell you, God has spoken loud and clear. You know, the universe has spoken loud and clear. Everything. You know what I'm saying? And not only do I know she's a good person, I really value the opinions of like my family as well. You know, my family has been around her, and they get nothing but good vibes from her. So yeah, we ain't slowing down no time soon. Believe that. Y'all gonna see Laura. For real. She's gonna be around. She ain't going nowhere. All right, let's go ahead and get into DM number 3. This is now moving on to other people and their relationship questions, all right? Or situations. All right, hey Rhonda Boo, you said your DMs are open, so here goes. My husband asked me to leave my job. His issue is that I make $12,000 more than him. He's threatening to leave me if I don't. You have a good head on your shoulders. That's why I'm asking your opinion. What would you do in this situation? I don't know about this. This is a doozy. It really is. I don't know. It sounds like he's wrapped up. He's insecure. His ego. He's taking pride in being the man of the house. I mean, nobody has to know that you make more money. Only y'all would know that. It's not like something that's gonna be broadcast to everybody. You know, does he feel like he's not handling his business? I don't know, but your husband should be rooting for you, honestly, instead of trying to keep you in your place. That's what it sounds like to me. And if you have a problem with your woman making more money than you, that you really need to be checked. Like, it's really something you need to work through, in my opinion. Because I'm saying, like, y'all, I'm sure you guys have financial goals. You guys have things you want to accomplish. Y'all got places you want to go. And money is required in order to do that. So, of course, I will be happy for my partner, my wife, making whatever kind of money you making. Whether you making more than me, it doesn't matter. You know, we in the same household. We're a team. You got to be a team. And so it sounds like that either you need to have a conversation and he can understand where you're coming from and get him on the same page of being able to root for you. Or maybe you need to go talk to somebody. It also sounds very controlling to be like, I don't want you making more money than me. Like, come on. Like, does that really make you feel good about yourself? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe this is gonna lead to some much deeper things that he wants to talk about, you know what I'm saying, as the man of the house. I don't know, but I think he needs to get off the high horse and get on board with the fact that women are capable and out here making money, you know, and $12,000 is just a start. That $12,000 gonna turn into $30,000 at some point. You know, you're gonna continue to make progress. So I think he needs to get with the program that, you know, I don't know if he's an old school kind of dude or not. I don't know how old he is or anything like that or how he was raised, but you got to get on board with the fact of what's going on. Like, women are, you know, we coming for hours. We're coming for hours, and you're proof of that. And, you know, I hope it gets to a point where he gets behind you and, you know, roots for you and doesn't want to try to keep you in your place. So that's my opinion about it. It needs to be a serious conversation, or maybe even go and talk to somebody, potentially a professional, that can help ask him some questions to understand where all of this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion about that. So, I mean, hopefully that's helpful, and I wish y'all the best with everything. I hope you guys can get on the same page and keep getting that money, honey. That's what I say. This one says, "What's up, Rhonda? I feel so ashamed sending this message, but don't know who else to ask. My girlfriend isn't pregnant, but she looks pregnant. She's never had children. Her body is just oddly shaped. I'm tired of the stares and people asking how far along she is. Would I be wrong for asking her to get a tummy tuck?" And let me also say, this message came from a woman. So this is a woman dating a woman, all right? Do I think you're wrong for asking her if she wants a tummy tuck? Yes, absolutely. You're definitely wrong for that. That's completely out of pocket. That is her decision. If she wanted to have a tummy tuck, or if there's any indication she wanted one, then that's a little bit different. But if she's never shown interest in a tummy tuck, don't play yourself like that, because you don't even know how her reaction is going to be, and she might feel really insecure about it since she gets the stares and stuff about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make her feel worse. But let me tell you this: if you decide to ask her, I think you should also be prepared that if she says she wants a tummy tuck, are you paying for it? Are you footing the bill? You know what I'm saying? Since it's your idea, I personally feel like you should foot the bill. You know what I'm saying? Since you're the one that's asking her something like this, that's, you know, to me, it's out of line. But if you do it, be ready to pay the bill. Or you got to at least put half on it or something. That's what I would say that. And also too, you need to stop getting caught up in other people. It don't matter what other people think. You know, she was shaped how she was shaped before y'all got together. I'm assuming you care about her, that you love her, and everybody else don't matter. It don't matter, because people gonna always have something to say. It's gonna be like that until the end of time. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, somebody being disrespectful, I mean, you shouldn't have a problem checking them and saying whatever you got to say at that point, you know, whenever that situation arises. And come on, y'all. People really still out here asking people if they pregnant. Oh, come on, y'all. Like, if somebody tells you no, you should feel, I hope you feel ashamed. Like, you should. Because there's so many reasons that people, you know, whether it's a medical issue, whatever is going on, like, y'all, don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't go up rubbing nobody's stomach, and don't ask them if they're pregnant unless they've clearly told you that they are, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm trying to save y'all some time and some embarrassment. You will be ashamed. You will be. So that's my opinion on it. So again, if you feel like you're going to ask her, you know, about a tummy tuck, be prepared to foot the bill. That's what I feel like, in my opinion, is what you should do. So good luck with that. That's a lot. So good luck. All right, y'all, this is the final DM. Hey, Rhonda, I love you and your entire family. I can't believe how much you and Steph sound alike. Y'all, I'm starting to hear it more and more. LOL. All right, let me get to it. My girlfriend is upset that I have a life insurance policy from my ex-wife. We have 2 children together. I got the policy during our divorce because I know how irresponsible she can be. I don't trust her to pay the premium on her own. My girlfriend found the policy 3 days ago when she was cleaning out the console in my car. We haven't talked since. Is there any way that I could save the relationship? Okay. I know that's tough. I know exes can be a very, very touchy subject for people. And I know that sometimes my opinions about stuff are very unorthodox. So I'll say this, that when you guys do talk, make sure that you come from a place of being understanding. Understand why she's upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has the right to be upset. Let her say what she has to say. And I think more than anything is that what you can get out of this is that how important communication is. I don't even see nothing wrong with you having a policy on your ex, honestly. I just feel like that she shouldn't have stumbled upon it. She should have known that you had a policy. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have been a surprise. It shouldn't have been hidden. I think you got to be very upfront about that. You know what I'm saying? Because should something have happened to your ex-wife and you now got to start dealing with the insurance company, like, she would have found out at that point. So it's just like, you know, keep her in the loop out the gate. I think that's the biggest opportunity in all of this, is to communicate. I don't see nothing wrong with it, because the thing about it, there's nothing wrong about being concerned with the livelihood of an ex, especially if y'all have kids together. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you are concerned and you feel like she may not really be financially responsible like that, the fact that you are concerned and want to make sure that, you know, the mother of your children, if something happens to her, that she is able to have she's properly buried and sent, you know, for her homegoing or whatever. I don't see nothing wrong with that, honestly. I know a lot of people might be like, hell no, that's an ex. She better figure it out. They better have a fundraiser. They better get a GoFundMe. Like, yeah. Okay, I get that. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Honestly, I don't. I really, really don't. I just think more than anything is that anybody you're with going forward, you have to communicate that and say, hey, this is the deal. You know, this is how our relationship is. You know, we're not together, but I do have a policy. Or, you know, if she was still on your health insurance, whatever. I feel like you still have to communicate that so that people aren't surprised, so they aren't blindsided when stuff kind of comes up in conversation or just out the blue. I mean, look, she wasn't even looking for the policy and she found it. So I think that it's just about communication, and I hope that's what you take from it. And again, when you do talk to her, because I don't think that your relationship is over, I think she probably needs some time to cool off and process everything, you know. And also, I'm going to assume that you haven't given her a reason to think that you and your ex are still fooling around or anything like that. She's probably shocked. So when y'all do talk, let her feel how she feels, and, you know, be sure to communicate about everything. So if it's something else that you're doing for your ex-wife or whatever, you know, that she's not aware of, that would be a great time to bring it to her attention. So, all right, y'all. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this relationship edition of reading and reacting to DMs. If you are around tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, come through. I'm going to go live. It is family night. I don't know what we're going to do, but just come through for a good time, some conversation, topics, games. I don't know. One of those things is going to be happening. So I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I will meet you in the comments. Anything you got to say about any of these topics or your feedback, your opinion about it, I'll meet y'all in the comments. All right. I appreciate you. Make the best of the day. Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.